Welcome to our in-depth breakdown, where we dissect all the action, drama, and surprises. We're diving deep into the winners and losers emerging from the first round of the 2025 NBA Draft. The picks are in, officially announced, the trades are done, sealed and delivered, and the league's landscape has undeniably shifted, with power dynamics in flux. We witnessed blockbuster trades that reshaped team futures, shocking slides down the draft board, and picks that have everyone buzzing with anticipation and debate. Tonight, we'll dive into the teams that absolutely nailed their picks, securing future stars. And of course, those that left us scratching our heads, wondering about their strategy. We'll analyze the top prospects and their potential impact, the bold front office moves that defined the night, and the ripple effects that will be felt across the entire league for years to come. From Dallas's seismic shift in their roster construction, to the Pelicans' puzzling choices that have left many questioning their direction, there's a lot to unpack and a lot of layers to peel back. We'll break down exactly why the Mavericks are walking away, heads held high as the undisputed biggest winners of the night, celebrating a job well done. And we'll examine the fallout from the most controversial decisions that sparked heated debates. And of course, we have to ask the burning questions. What exactly are the Pelicans doing? What's the plan? Let's get right into it and start dissecting these pivotal moments. The 2025 NBA Draft was a night of high drama, unexpected twists, and franchise-altering decisions. So let's make sense of it all, piece by piece, and uncover the true narratives. The Dallas Mavericks are one of the biggest winners of the night, without a doubt. They've made a bold move that could redefine their trajectory for years to come. By selecting Cooper Flagg with the #1 pick, a consensus top prospect, they didn't just draft a player, they drafted a new identity, a symbol of ambition and a commitment to excellence. This is a statement pick. Flagg is a day-one impact player, not a long-term project. He's ready to contribute right away, bringing a level of intensity and skill that's rare for a rookie. The Mavericks front office, led by Nico Harrison, has been laser-focused on adding players who fit their timeline and championship aspirations. Knew they needed someone who could contribute to winning basketball immediately, someone who could elevate the team's performance on both ends of the court. Flagg's defensive versatility, relentless motor, and polished offensive game, combined with his high basketball IQ, make him a seamless fit alongside the Mavericks' existing core. He complements their strengths and addresses key weaknesses. This pick signals a clear intention. Dallas is done rebuilding. The time to win is now. They're not just aiming for the playoffs, they're aiming for a championship. With veteran leadership and established stars already in place, providing experience and guidance, the Mavericks needed a jolt of youthful energy and defensive tenacity to take them to the next level. Flagg brings all that and more. He's a game-changer with the potential to become a franchise cornerstone. He raises both the floor and ceiling of this team, making them a more formidable opponent for any team in the league. His ability to guard multiple positions and protect the rim, providing crucial defensive support, gives Dallas the defensive anchor they've lacked, transforming their defense into a strength. Offensively, he can score from all three levels and make smart passes, making him a versatile threat, adapting to whatever the team needs, whether it's scoring, playmaking, or creating opportunities for his teammates. This isn't just about adding talent. It's a statement of intent, a declaration that the Mavericks are serious about contending for a championship. Dallas has been a team of questions. With this pick, they've provided a definitive answer, silencing doubts and setting a clear direction for the future. They're building a tough, competitive, and versatile team designed to compete at the highest level, a team built for long-term success. In a Western Conference that demands elite two-way players, the Mavericks just added arguably the best two-way prospect in years, a player who can impact the game on both ends of the floor. This move sets them up for sustained success, positioning them as a force to be reckoned with for years to come. Dallas is firmly in the winners column for the 2025 NBA Draft, and the future looks brighter than ever for the Mavericks. Let's talk about Cooper Flagg, the man of the hour and arguably the most hyped prospect in recent memory. Flagg isn't just another talented player entering this draft, he's more than that. He's widely considered a generational prospect, a player with the potential to redefine the game. He's drawn comparisons to a phenom like Victor Wembanyama, and for good reason. It's all due to his rare blend of skill, a combination we seldom see in players his age. He possesses incredible athleticism, allowing him to dominate on both ends of the court, and underpinning it all is a relentless will to win, a burning desire that fuels his every move. Defensively, he's a true game changer, a force to be reckoned with. Standing tall at 6'9" and boasting a massive wingspan, he presents a formidable challenge to any opponent. He showcases elite instincts, anticipating plays before they even develop. And he plays with a ferocity reminiscent of all-time greats, leaving it all on the court every single possession. Offensively, he's remarkably polished, exhibiting smooth shooting from all areas of the court, coupled with impressive ball-handling skills and high-level passing, making him a triple threat on offense. He makes quick decisions, plays within the flow of the offense, always making the right read, and he can always get a bucket when needed, showcasing his scoring prowess. What truly separates Flag from his peers is his unparalleled competitiveness. He plays with a visible chip on his shoulder and holds everyone accountable, demanding the best from himself and his teammates. He's the type of player who can single-handedly change a franchise's culture, instilling a winning mentality. Flag's defensive potential is truly elite, promising to be a lockdown defender, and his offensive skill set is remarkably advanced for his age, hinting at a bright future. Being selected #1 overall is the culmination of years of dedicated work and sacrifice, but landing in Dallas is also the perfect situation for him to thrive and develop. He joins a team with seasoned veterans and a clear, unwavering goal: to win now and contend for a championship. He won't have the burden of being the sole savior of the franchise. Instead, he can seamlessly integrate into a pre-existing winning culture and contribute meaningfully right away. It's a resounding win for Dallas, securing a potential superstar, and a massive win for Flag, joining a contender. The Mavericks just landed a true difference-maker, a player poised to elevate their franchise to new heights. Now let's talk about the Pelicans, because their draft left everyone confused. With a talented but underperforming roster, this was a chance to add shooting and defensive toughness. Instead, they made picks that created more questions than answers, passing on perfect fits for players who don't address their biggest needs. Their primary selection felt redundant and lacked a clear vision for the team's future. In a draft where they needed to swing big, they played it safe or took a wild swing that doesn't fit their timeline. The Pelicans failed to capitalize on a golden opportunity, leaving their direction as murky as ever. While other teams made bold moves, New Orleans seemed stuck in neutral. To appreciate the Mavericks' draft genius, look at how Cooper Flag fits with Anthony Davis. For years, AD has carried the defensive load. Now, he finally has help. Flag is the ideal defensive partner, versatile, high motor, and able to guard multiple positions. Together, they form a front court that could be the league's best defensive duo. Flag's presence allows Davis to conserve energy, focus on offense, and play more freely. Flag is a vocal leader, taking pressure off AD to be the sole defensive communicator. Offensively, Flag's shooting creates space for Davis, and his cutting and passing fit perfectly into the Mavericks' schemes. This isn't just about adding talent, it's about maximizing AD's prime years. The Mavericks found the perfect player to complement their superstar. Flag and Davis could anchor the most dominant defensive front court in the NBA. This pairing changes everything for Dallas. Now, the move that shocked the league: Dallas traded Luka Doncic. Trading a perennial MVP candidate is almost unheard of, but the Mavericks wanted a new direction. The front office believed Luka's ball-dominant style limited the team's ceiling. Drafting Flag was step one. Trading Doncic was the bold, controversial step two. The return was substantial: future picks and rotation players. But can anything truly replace Luka? In the short term, Dallas will take a step back offensively. The pressure is now on the coaching staff and new core to adapt quickly. If this gamble pays off, Nico Harrison will be hailed as a visionary. If not, it could haunt the franchise for years. Dallas has bet everything on team construction and defensive identity over individual brilliance. The entire league will be watching to see if it works. To understand Dallas's transformation, look at GM Nico Harrison. This draft was the result of a bold, long-term strategy. Harrison believes championships are built on defense, versatility, and team play, not just star power. He saw flaws in the roster and chose a complete overhaul. Drafting Flag and trading Doncic fit perfectly into this vision. Harrison traded an MVP-caliber player for flexibility and a chance to build his ideal team. It's a high-risk, high-reward approach that shows immense conviction. Whether you agree or not, you have to respect the clarity behind his moves. The Mavericks' future now rests on the plan Harrison set in motion. Dallas wasn't the only winner. Let's talk about the San Antonio Spurs. After landing Victor Wembanyama, the Spurs continued their patient, intelligent approach. With multiple first-round picks, they focused on fit and team needs. They added a high IQ point guard who can shoot and facilitate, perfect alongside Wembanyama. Later, they picked a tough, defensive-minded wing to bolster their perimeter defense. Every move was calculated, designed to build a sustainable contender. The Spurs aren't chasing quick fixes. They're building for the long haul. Their draft was a masterclass in smart, disciplined team building. San Antonio fans should be thrilled with the direction of the franchise. The Spurs way is alive and well. They quietly had one of the best drafts of the night. On the flip side, the Charlotte Hornets left us wondering what could have been. With a high lottery pick and LaMelo Ball, this was a chance to add a true co-star. Instead, they reached for a player rated much lower on most boards. The pick didn't maximize value or fit with LaMelo's style, creating more questions than answers. It feels like a missed opportunity in a deep draft. The Hornets needed a turning point. Instead, they made a lateral move at best. More talented, better-fitting players were left on the board. Charlotte failed to capitalize, leaving their fan base frustrated. While others improved, the Hornets' big swing looks like a miss. Every draft has its surprises, and 2025 was no exception. The Luka Doncic trade was the night's biggest shock, a true league-altering move. Another surprise, a highly touted international prospect slid down the lottery, raising questions about his medicals and interviews. The team that finally drafted him may have landed a steal, but his slide was stunning. We also saw a mid-first-round team make an off-the-board pick, selecting a little-known player and sending analysts scrambling. A flurry of trades in the back half of the first round added chaos and excitement. Contenders moved up for targeted role players, while rebuilders traded down for assets. The gap between contenders and pretenders is closing, and teams are paying a premium for immediate contributors. These surprises set the stage for a fascinating season ahead. The NBA draft remains the league's ultimate high-stakes poker night. That wraps up our look at the first round of the 2025 NBA draft. From Dallas's bold moves to the Pelicans' puzzling choices, there's plenty to debate. Who were your biggest winners and losers? Did the Mavericks make the right call? Drop your takes in the comments. We'll be back with full team-by-team draft grades after the second round. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe for more in-depth NBA analysis. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.